When missed calls and follow-up problems show up, most owners reach for the same solution. They hire one more person, a receptionist, an office manager, someone to help handle the load. And that instinct makes sense. Hiring feels responsible. It feels proactive. It feels like progress. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Hiring does not fix missed calls. It does not fix follow-up. And in many cases, it makes the problem harder to see. Hiring feels like the right move for a simple reason. Missed calls feel like a capacity problem. Too many calls, too much happening at once, not enough hands. So adding a person feels logical. More coverage, more availability, more control. But capacity is not the same thing as consistency. Capacity means there is someone available some of the time. Consistency means every lead is handled the same way every time. Hiring increases capacity. It does not guarantee consistency. And missed calls and follow-up failures are consistency problems. Here is where hiring usually breaks down. The new person starts strong. They answer calls. They follow up. Things feel better. But consistency depends on rules, clear expectations, defined handoffs. And without those, every person handles leads a little differently. One person follows up quickly. Another waits. One leaves notes. Another forgets. Capacity increased, but the experience became inconsistent. And inconsistency is where leads start slipping again. Here is what hiring often does instead. It absorbs pressure. The new person catches calls that were being missed. They follow up on leads that were falling through. And for a while, everything feels stable. But nothing fundamental has changed. The business did not become more reliable. It became more dependent on a person. When that person is out, when they are overwhelmed, when volume spikes again, the same gaps return. Only now they are harder to see. Because the system looks staffed, but it is still fragile. Hiring did not fix the issue. It delayed the moment you noticed it. Here is why that delay is so dangerous. When a person absorbs the load, the business stops feeling the pain. Missed calls go down. Complaints quiet down. The urgency disappears. So the system never gets fixed. The business becomes dependent on that one role, that one schedule, that one person being available. If they leave, if they get sick, if volume increases again, the same problems return all at once. This is why hiring often feels like it worked, right up until it doesn't. Here is what happens as the business keeps growing. More calls come in, more leads need follow-up, so more people get involved. Now each person is answering calls and handling follow-up their own way. One person is fast. Another is careful. One follows a checklist. Another improvises. None of them are wrong, but the experience is no longer consistent. Customers feel that difference. Some get immediate responses. Others wait. Some get clear next steps. Others get confusion. Hiring did not remove the problem. It multiplied the number of ways it could show up. This is where things start feeling messy. Owners notice that outcomes vary. Some leads convert easily. Others disappear. Some customers feel taken care of. Others feel ignored. And no one can explain why. Because the process lives in people's heads, not in a system. So the business gets bigger, but less predictable. More activity. Less control. Hiring did not bring clarity. It introduced inconsistency. And inconsistency is what makes growth feel chaotic. Here is why owners keep hiring even when it doesn't fix the problem. Hiring feels immediate. It feels tangible. You can see the person. You can train them. You can tell yourself help is on the way. Systems do not feel like that. They feel abstract. They feel slower. And when the business is busy, busy wins. Owners choose the action that reduces pressure now, even if it increases complexity later. Hiring buys relief. Systems buy control. And when stress is high, relief feels like the right decision until the pressure returns and the cycle repeats. Here is how that cycle usually plays out. The new hire starts. Things calm down. Calls get answered. Follow up improves. The pressure eases, so attention moves back to the work. Then volume increases again. Schedules tighten. And the same cracks start showing up. Now the business is larger, more complex, and harder to manage. So the instinct returns. Let's hire again. Not because it worked, but because it felt like the fastest relief. And the cycle continues. This is why hiring does not fix missed calls or follow-up. Hiring adds people. It does not add reliability. It does not create consistency. And it does not remove the need for a real system. Good people can only do so much inside a broken process. And great people burn out trying to hold everything together. The answer is not more effort. It is not more staff. It is building systems that absorb pressure so people don't have to. In the next video, we'll talk about what that actually looks like when it's done right.